Regarding cranial nerve or nuclear tract, the nucleus of the oculomotor nerve lies in the midline. Damage to MLF causes ipsilateral internuclear ophthalmoplegia, disorder of conjugate lateral gaze in which the affected eye shows impairment of adduction. It is due to a lesion in the MLF. Disconnecting the oculomotor nucleus that supplies the medial rectus muscle from the abducens nucleus that innervates this lateral rectal muscle. Split brain syndrome occurs due to severing of the corpus callosum. Regarding spinothalamic tract, the spinorectal tract lies in between the two spinothalamic tracts. Spinothalamic tract relays in the ventral posterolateral nucleus of the thalamus. Anterior spinothalamic carries crouton sensation. Cervical portion lies medially in the spinal cord. Muscles of mastication originate from skull, temporalis, temporal fascia, fossa, masseter lower border of the zygomatic arch, lateral pterygoid upper head roof of the infratemporal fossa, lower head, lateral surface of the lateral pterygoid plane, medial pterygoid, superficial hand, tuberosity of maxilla and pyramidal process of the palatine bone, deep head, medial surface of the medial pterygoid plane. Muscles of mastication is derived from second pharyngeal arch, first pharyngeal arch. Muscles of mastication innervated by the mandibular nerve. Mandible is depressed by the lateral pterygoid, digastric, malhyoid and geniohyoid, while the intrahyoid muscles stabilize the hyoid bone. This is assisted by gravity. However, this statement is up for debate as certain sources. Last page 412 doesn't list the lateral pterygoid as a depressor. Supply by muscles of mastication supplied by the maxillary artery. Maxillary artery is the artery of the first pharyngeal arch. Branches of the maxillary artery supply dura made of skull, middle meningeal and accessory meningeal arteries. The maxillary artery supply on tympanic cavity. Artery supply to middle ear. Anterior tympanic artery form first part of the maxillary artery. Stylomated best branch of the occipital or posterior auricular artery. Broca's area speech by middle cerebral artery. Middle constrict of pharynx, pharyngeal branch of ascending pharyngeal and tonsillar branch of facial artery. Retina by central artery of retina, branch of the ophthalmic artery. Pain from the little finger travels via ulnar nerve, medial cord of the brachial plexus. Mesencephalic nucleus, proprioception from face. The pain from the little finger travels via 8 cervical spinal nerve segment. Dermatomal theory. Sensory supply of the area of angle of mandible. Great auricular nerve. Cutaneous innervation of great auricular nerve, angle of mandible, parotid gland and fascia, lateral surface of auricula, below external acoustic measure, wall of the cranial surface of the auricule and skin of the mastoid region. Regarding the eyelid, frontalis causes wrinkling of the forehead. Sensory innervation of face, proprioception, mesencephalic, main sensory nucleus, touch and pressure, spinal nucleus and pain and temperature. Facial nerve pulse result in inability to close upper eyelid. The facial nerve supplies the orbicularis, ocular muscle that closes the eyelids. When this is paralyzed, there will an inability to close the eye. Upper eyelid receives motor supply from meningovespal nucleus from midbrain. The levator bulbar superioris is supplied by sympathetic fibers from the internal carotid plexus. Venous drainage from lower eyelid is to the cavernous sinus. Lower eyelid drains via the inferior ophthalmic vein, which drains into pterygoid plexus and cavernous sinus, either directly through the superior orbital fissure via the superior ophthalmic vein. Regarding lymphatic drainage of the head and neck region, external arterial canal drains into mastoid lymph nodes. The lymphatics drain into those associated with the pinna. The posterior aspect of the pinna drains into the mastoid nodes, the tragus, and the upper part of the pinna drains into the preauricular nodes, while the remainder of the pinna drains into upper deep cervical lymph nodes. Submental nodes lie superficial to the head muscle, left submandibular region. Lymph from a lesion in the anterior two-thirds of the tongue will be drained first by the jugulomohyoid nodes, central part of the anterior two-thirds, directly into the lower deep cervical nodes of both sides, especially jugulogastric. Level 5 nodes lie in posterior triangle, level 1 in submental and submandibular triangle. From level 2 to level 4 are deep cervical nodes, level 2 from base of the skull to carotid bifurcation, hyoid bone, level 3 from hyoid to intermediate tendon of monoid cricoid bone, level 4 from cricoid to clavicle, level 5 posterior triangle, level 6 paratracheal and paratracheal nodes, level 7 in superior mediastinum. Left supraclavicular node receive lymph from viscera and abdomen. Troisine lymphadenopathy of the Virchow's node. Left supraclavicular node can be observed most commonly in gastric carcinomas, but also in a variety of other malignancies, including pancreatic, hepatic, ovarian, testicular, and kidney cancers. This is presumably by spread along the thoracic duct. Regarding scalp, dense connective tissue layers, scalp mnemonic for layers of the scalp. Damage to aponeurotic layer result in gap wound. When it didn't get damaged, the wound will not gape, even though both types of wounds need to be sutured. Infection can spread into meninges through emissary vein. Scalp is supplied by branches of both internal and external carotid. Internal carotid branches supratrochlear, supraorbital. External carotid branches superficial, temporal, posterior auricularis, occipital. The supratrochlear supplies the forehead up to hairline. Supraorbital supply up to vertex. The vertex lies at the midpoint of the sagittal suture. Which of the following clinic features are correctly matched with the nerve palsy? Numbness in the cheek, infraorbital nerve palsy. A branch of maxillary nerve emerges through the infraorbital foramen in the maxilla and radiates away from it to supply the surrounding structure. Loss of taste sensation in left anterior two-thirds of tongue for facial nerve palsy. Gag reflex, afferent limb, glossopharyngeal. Afferent limb vagus. Diplopia is related to uncoordinated movements of eye, paralysis of extraocular muscle. Vertical diplopia CN4, horizontal diplopia CN6, CN3 nerve palsy. Optic nerve is purely sensory nerve. Due to damage to nerve to stapedius, which is a branch of facial nerve, hypacusis. This nerve innervates stapedius muscle, which help to reduce the intensity of sound waves as a protective mechanism. Regarding the larynx, the space between the vocal cord is called glottis, rima glottis or glottis, anterior posterior slit between the vocal cords. This is known as the inlet of larynx. The posterior cricoarytenoids abduct the vocal cords. Sole abduct of the vocal cords is posterior cricoarytenoid. RLN, recurrent laryngeal nerve, supplies all intrinsic muscle of the larynx except cricothyroid muscle supplied by the external laryngeal nerve. Cricothyroid or vocal membrane is pierced. Cricothyroid vocal cords are lined by stratified squamous epithelium. Larynx is generally lined by pseudostratified column ciliated epithelium, just like the rest of the respiratory tract. But anterior surface of epiglottis and vocal cords lined by stratified squamous epithelium. Thyroid gland, isthmus of the thyroid gland lies between second to fourth tracheal rings. 29 all female presented to the clinic with left side lower motor type facial nerve injury. What are like clinical finding and their sides injury? Sensory loss of the left side anterior two-thirds of the tongue, vertical part of the genu. Deviation of mouth to right side at genicular ganglion. Buccal and marginal mandibular branch are given at parotid gland. Inability to close left eye within parotid gland. Temporal and zygomatic branch are given in parotid gland. Nerve to stapedius given at tympanic cavity before stalmastoid foramen. Reduced lacrimation in the eye internal acoustic meter. Greater petrosal nerve that carries parasympathetic fibers to the lacrimal gland is given off near the genicular ganglion, which is distal to internal acoustic meatus. What are the tip of tongue drains to the submental node. Hyoglosses facilitate the protrusion of tongue. Circumvallate papillae are more numerous anterior to the sulcus terminalis. Only the paratoglossus is supplied by the pharyngeal plexus anterior to the tuberculum impa. Posterior 1/3 hypobranchial eminence. Regarding the root of the neck, inferior thyroid artery crosses the posterior to the sympathetic trunk. Middle ganglion lies in front of the artery. Trunk of the brachial plexus lie lateral to the anterior scalene muscle. Phrenic nerve is plastered to the anterior scalene muscle. Sympathetic trunk is posterior medial to the muscle. Thus, phrenic nerve is anterior to the sympathetic trunk. Scalene anterior attack to the scalene tubercle. Thoracic duct passes posterior to the carotid sheath. As it arches over the apex of the lung, lies posterior to the carotid sheath. Correct about lingual nerve. At the third molar level, it is in direct relation with the mandibular ramus, grooves thin lingual plate of the mandible just below the molar teeth. General somatic sensation carried from ipsilateral side of floor of the mouth. General somatic sensation carried from the lower incisor by the inferior alveolar nerve. Lingual nerve carries taste sensation from the ipsilateral anterior two-thirds of the tongue. Lingual nerve carries parasympathetic fibers to sublingual gland, in which the following sinus are and their drainage sites are correctly matured. Middle ethmoidal air cells, middle meatus. Front nasal duct, middle meatus, posterior part of the infundibulum. Maxillary sinus, middle meatus, posterior ethmoidal sinus, posterior ethmoidal, superior meatus. Nasal lacrimal duct, inferior meatus, posterior sphenoethmoidal recess, sphenoidal sinus. Lengthening and tensing the vocal cords regarding larynx. Cricothyroid muscle lengthening and tensing the vocal cords. Laryngeal ventricle is between the false and true vocal cords. False vocal cords, free edge of the chordate ligament, vestibular ligament. True vocal cords, free superior edge of the lateral cricothyroid ligament, cricovocal ligament. Recurrent laryngeal nerve can be damaged near the suspensory ligament of Berry during surgery. Suspensory ligament of Berry is a whitish connective tissue that strongly connects thyroid gland to the trachea. Recurrent laryngeal nerve is closely related to it. Which following are correct regarding injury to glossopharyngeal? Ipsilateral glossopharyngeal nerve, ipsilateral carotid sinus, baroreceptor reflex, impaired right parotid gland secretion, glossopharyngeal nerve lesion, loss of taste sensation of tongue,